Welcome back, guys. What is up? You guys just get Reptar today. JC is busy, but we have quite a bit to talk about, so we're going to keep it brief, but there is a lot to go over. Mr. Mark in the chat, what's going on, man? Good to see you. So, yikes. Today, another red day, guys. Let me go ahead and share what we always start with, the bubbles. Let's get it. Yikes, guys. So a little bit of a pullback today. I mean, we are seeing some pretty big drops, but mostly just a 4 to 5% correction on a lot of these projects. We will get into why the markets are dumping, but we talked about Pippin. Not doing well today, guys. Down 40%. Yikes. That's why we stay away from meme coins. You never know. But I mean, if you look at this, guys, I mean, it was up quite a bit. Let's see if I can look at this, guys. Up 1,600% for the year. So this thing ran for a while, but we are seeing a pretty heavy drop. But other than that, everything kind of just continuing to move down. Now, why? Why is this happening, guys? Before we get into it, I'm going to go ahead and show this. See, JC, miss you already today. All right, here we go, guys. So, fear and greed index, not as bad as the past couple days. We have seen some really bad things are moving up a little bit, which is weird because this is a very fearful time in the markets right now. So this is pretty recent. This just happened, and this is a big reason why I think things are moving down right now. So here, we'll go ahead and share this. Not looking good, guys. Not looking good. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mark, keeping me nice and hinged. So, why is Bitcoin dumping? Well, guys, there's a few reasons, but it looks like things are heating up as far as war with Iran, as well as the PPI data just came out. So, what does that mean? It is the so essentially, this is one of our biggest indicators for inflation. It is the producer price index. It is a way for us to kind of gauge how bad inflation is, what prices are as far as producers are concerned. And it came in at 2.9%, which was not what was expected. So, in layman's terms, this is not good. This shows that we are, inflation is not getting better, and innovation and businesses are starting to slow. It's called stagflation, actually, and it's not looking good. We talk about inflation here on the channel a lot, but this is really bad for the economy, because not only is inflation bad, but these different companies are going to have to raise prices, which is going to affect consumers. They're going to have to pay more for products. This is not good, especially considering the government hasn't been cutting rates. So everything is pointing to inflation only getting worse. And they're kind of, the government's kind of in this weird situation where, they could raise rates but ease some of their policies, as you can see here. But unfortunately, that would just make it worse. They're kind of between a rock and a hard place right now. And a lot of good buys right now. Markets are really taking a hit right now. The only thing that is actually doing pretty well right now is gold and silver. I'll get into that in a second, but I do want to talk about this right here. So we are, unfortunately, when war is looming on the horizon, the markets panic. This happens every time, and it looks like war between Iran and the Israel conflict is starting to heat up again. Israeli cities are opening their bomb shelters, and there's nothing confirmed yet, but it's not looking good. War is never good immediately for the portfolios. However, war itself, unfortunately, really powers the American economy. And as bad as that is to say, war is usually good long-term for markets. But of course, when something like this is announced, there's a lot of fear, people panic. So we're kind of seeing, the results of that. The only thing that is actually going up right now, shockingly enough, is gold and silver. They are completely exploding right now. No shock here, guys. Silver and gold, if you guys don't know, are war metals. I think this is no coincidence that for months the price of gold and silver has just been skyrocketing. Not only are they a safe haven for people looking to protect their money in a time like this where markets are kind of unstable, gold and silver are always the safe havens. And it also helps that they are war metals. I mean, most of copper, gold, silver, all of these are going to be necessary if war is looming. So no surprise there. We are seeing gold and silver. Just look at those candles, guys. And it's usually what happens is when we see precious metals explode, we start to see wealth rotating from gold, from silver into some of these riskier assets. But right now, guys, people don't like taking risks when things are uncertain, and things couldn't possibly be more uncertain right now. Markets are really struggling. Inflation's worse than we thought it was going to be. And, war could be looming. I mean, these are all bad things for markets. But I don't want to be all doom and gloom today, guys, because there is some positive stuff. As we've talked about, all this negativity that's going on, we are still at a really, really good place. Love that, Mr. Mark. Some nice buys. I actually just picked up some render today. AI is still really pushing as the narrative. So I think anything in AI right now is a good play. The other thing I do want to share with you guys. So, is crypto dead? What is going on? Well, this man thinks Bitcoin is going to $10 million, and I agree with him. So, I'm gonna share this clip with you guys real quick. Um, you know, short term, things are not looking good, guys. They're really not. But um, that just means that this is probably some of the best times to be buying. Um, Traditionally, every time we've seen some kind of giant, looming fear in the markets, I mean, you can go back to any one of the dips. It's always come back, guys. This is obviously, it really sucks to see all this uncertainty, especially the price action. But I don't think things could be more bullish despite the negative price action. But I'm going to go ahead and share this for you guys. First of all, this one's for JC because, loves his XRP. So we'll go ahead and share that. There we go. Perfect. So, this is validation if I have ever seen it. So, we all know Gary Gensler, our good friend over at the SEC. He allegedly apologized to the CEO of Ripple or XRP. Why would he apologize? Well, maybe it has something to do with the years and years of lawsuits that they've had to suffer through. But he said, "Sorry, I was wrong about Ripple." This is huge, guys. Ripple is, if you guys don't know, building the banking system. So it's kind of interesting to see him say that. I'm going to go ahead and share this, but I got to mute myself real quick, guys. Bam.
Anyway, he comes up to me and he says sorry. He comes up to me and he's like, "Oh gosh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I was wrong. And you guys have done an incredible job." And it was kind of weird that it had to happen at the White House, but I think if we stay the course, we keep doing what we're doing, we keep focusing on utility, I'm incredibly optimistic about the road ahead.
Yeah, what I love about this story is that we took the longer path, but that was the correct.
They absolutely took the longer path. I mean, they have just been going through regulation over and over and over again. It's been a nightmare for them, but in the end, it might actually pay off. They did things the long and hard way, but it might actually position them to where they want to be. So huge thing. Gary Gensler apologizes. We're going to see tons of memes about that. I was wrong. I'm sorry. And the last thing I want to share with you guys is just some straight hopium. I know we need it today because there is a lot of negativity in the markets right now. But if this doesn't bring a smile to your face, then I don't know what's going to today, guys. But
not only is Bitcoin against
again. Now, what do you guys think? Do you think we are going to see a $10 million Bitcoin? Let's see.
Not only is Bitcoin against the dollar a really good bet, but you're seeing the dollar fall as fast as you're seeing Bitcoin grow. And that combination is going to, it'll hit 250,000, but it's going to hit 1 million. It's going to hit 10 million on its way to where the dollar is no longer accepted, no longer worth it. And Bitcoin is the one source of store of value and currency for the world eventually. Not only is Bitcoin against the dollar a really good bet, but you're seeing the dollar fall as fast.
I don't know, guys. That's quite the bullish price prediction, but I actually do agree. I think the more that we get into the more the dollar collapses and the more that we see adoption of blockchain and this technology, I really don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. This is why we're buying at these prices, guys. We're looking at where it's going to be in the next 5 to 10 years. So if you're looking at the price action today or even the next couple months, yes, it's definitely disheartening. It's down like 60% for the year, but this technology is not going anywhere. We're seeing mass adoption. We're seeing these big entities, governments, everything just position themselves for this new technology. And the price is not exactly what's important to us. What's important is getting in to these projects before we see, the rest of retail or the big money come in. And you don't get very many of these insane fear moments. And I think anyone that's buying right now during these absolute market collapses, they're going to do well. I mean, I think if you bought silver last year, you're already doing well. And same thing with gold and other precious metals. But I do think that money is eventually going to rotate into some riskier assets. And I mean, inflation is the main problem right now. And, Bitcoin is technically a solution to that, as well as, a lot of these other chains that people are using to replace these industries. So short term, things are going to get really bloody. I think we are probably going to drop below 60,000 as fear heats up, especially if we see a war announcement. But again, guys, unfortunately, war has always been good for the economy. And when I see things like gold and silver spiking and precious metals moving, that's an indication to me that it's on the horizon. So hang in there, guys. Short term, things are going to get pretty rocky, but long term, Bitcoin at $10 million. I don't know what else to say. Well, that is it for me today, guys. We will be having a new video come out today about our artist working on our NFT project. He worked for DC and Marvel for over 10 years and a small gaming company you guys might have heard of called Rockstar Games. We will have that video out soon, so keep an eye out for that. And guys, remember, zoom out, touch some grass. Don't let the short moves get you too down, because at the end of the day, it's here to stay, and Bitcoin's going to $10 million. Ice, Mindy, Mr. Gray, thank you guys for joining us. Everyone else in the chat, hope you have a great day and keep stacking those sats.